Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to dive headfirst into the incredible world of AI art. We're going to break down exactly how you can turn a few simple words into absolutely breathtaking images using one of the most powerful tools out there, Midjourney.
So, you've probably seen these amazing, super detailed images popping up all over the internet and thought, how in the world do they do that? It seriously looks like magic, and let's be honest, it can feel a little intimidating. You open up the tool and what do you see? Just a blank text box with that blinking cursor. That alone can feel like the biggest roadblock.
So let's tackle the thing that stops most people right in their tracks, the blank canvas problem. That feeling of just staring at the screen, not knowing where to even start. But here's the secret. That empty box isn't a test you can fail. It's really just an invitation to play, to describe something you want to see.
Okay, so here's the first big mind shift you need to make. Midjourney isn't really an imagination engine. It doesn't just invent things out of thin air. It's more of a visual assembler. It takes the words you feed it and starts piecing together concepts from this gigantic library of images it knows. Think of it less like a painter starting from scratch and more like a master collage artist with an infinite supply of every picture ever made.
All right, enough theory. Let's get practical and actually make something right now. I'm going to walk you through your very first command, and you'll see just how easy it is to go from that blinking cursor to your first awesome grid of images.
First things first, Midjourney's home base is on Discord. So all you got to do is join their server from their website, then look for one of the channels for beginners. They're usually called something like #newbies. Once you're in, you just click on the message box and type the magic command, / then the word imagine. That's it. The second you type /imagine, a little box labeled prompt is going to pop up. And that's it. That's your canvas. You type your description right in there, hit enter, and then just watch. Give it about a minute, and you'll see 4 totally unique versions of your idea appear right there in the chat. Okay, now we are getting to the real heart of it all, the art of the prompt. Seriously, the words you choose, they're your paintbrush, your camera lens, your director's chair, all rolled into one. This is how you grab the steering wheel and tell the AI exactly what you're dreaming up.
So what is a prompt really? It's super simple. It's just a text description, the instructions you give to Midjourney. The more specific and evocative your words are, the closer it's going to get to the image you have in your head. Let me show you what I mean. You could just type a castle. And yeah, you'll get a castle. It'll be fine. But now look at the descriptive prompt. A castle on a floating island, sunset, golden clouds, majestic, matte painting. I mean, the difference is just night and day, right? You're not just asking for an object. You're building a whole world, a whole mood.
Here's a little pro tip for you. Word order really matters. Midjourney pays the most attention to the first few words you write. So if you want a picture of a knight fighting a dragon, you need to start with a knight fighting a dragon, not with something like in a dark forest with, main subject first. And another thing, keep it simple. You don't need to write a super complex, grammatically perfect paragraph. A really clear, simple structure like subject, then the action, then an attribute works wonders. Something like a robot holding a flower. It's direct, it's clear, and the AI knows exactly what to focus on. I like to think of a great prompt like a recipe. You've got these key ingredients you can mix and match. First, your subject. Who or what is it? Then the environment. Where are they? Then think about lighting. Is it that beautiful golden hour, or maybe some moody neon lights? What about the style? Is it an oil painting or a 3D render? And finally, the mood. Is it dark and gloomy or super vibrant? You don't need all of these every single time, but they're your core building blocks.
Okay, so you've hit enter. Now what? Well, getting those first 4 images isn't the end of the line. Not even close. It's really just the beginning of a creative conversation you're having with the AI. Now you get to refine and tweak and iterate. So, right below your grid of 4 images, you're going to see these buttons. The U buttons mean upscale. So if you absolutely love, say, image number 1, you hit U1 and Midjourney will create a bigger, more detailed, high-resolution version of just that one. The V buttons are for variation. Let's say you like the vibe of image 3, but it's not quite perfect. Hitting V3 will give you 4 new images that are all based on the style and composition of that one.
But what if you look at all 4 images and you're just not feeling any of them? No sweat. See that little blue circular arrow button? That's the reroll button. Just hit that and Midjourney will take your exact same prompt and try again, giving you a completely fresh set of 4 new ideas.
Ready to level up your creations? You can add these simple little commands at the end of your prompt called parameters. Think of them like cheat codes or power-ups that give you way more precise control over your final image.
Let me show you 3 of my absolute must-haves for beginners. You just type these right at the end of your prompt. -R169 gives you a widescreen image perfect for a desktop wallpaper. -S controls how artistic Midjourney gets. And my personal favorite, -No, lets you tell it what not to include. If you keep getting weird text in your images, for example, just add -No text. Game changer.
And honestly, if you take away just one thing today, let it be this. Just play around. There's zero penalty for trial and error. The absolute best way to learn this stuff is to experiment. Try weird prompts, re-roll a bunch of times, make variations of your variations. That's not messing up. That's the process. It's where all the fun is.
So really, the best way to look at it is this. Stop thinking of Midjourney as some complicated piece of software and start thinking of it as your creative partner. It's a collaborator that is always ready and willing to help you visualize literally anything you can describe. You just have to give it the words.
So there you have it. You've got the keys to the kingdom now. You know how to go from a simple idea to a fully fleshed out piece of art. That blank canvas isn't a barrier anymore, it's an opportunity. So the only question left is, what worlds are you going to create first?